My name is Josh Blackman, and I am the Centennial Chair of Constitutional Law at the South Texas College of Law, Houston. The topic of today's hearing is very timely. The supposedly least dangerous branch, district judges versus Trump. It is often repeated that we have three co-equal branches of government, but this isn't true. In Federalist 78, Hamilton described the judiciary as the least dangerous branch. Unlike Congress, which is a power of the purse, and the president has the power of the sword, the courts have mere judgment. Yet it has been deeply ingrained in our consciousness that the court's foundational role is to balance the powers of the elected branches. Indeed, Chief Justice Roberts recently boasted that the courts check the excesses of Congress and the executive. But the Chief Justice is incorrect. Indeed, Vice President Vance recently explained that Roberts expressed a profoundly wrong sentiment. Or more local to me, Judge Ho in Houston aptly observed, it is not the role of the judiciary to check the excesses of the other branches any more than it's the judiciary's role to check the excesses of any other American citizen. So the question is, who will check the excesses of the executive? At least with regard to the lower courts, you all, Congress. The Constitution refers to the federal district courts as inferior courts. Yet far too many lower court judges seem to have a superiority complex. We're witnessing a never-ending onslaught of universal injunctions that make it nearly impossible for the executive branch to function. So what can be done? We can't look to the courts to check themselves. The long history of judicial supremacy teaches that judges of all stripes, conservative and progressive, seek to defend and entrench their own institution. The answer to any sustainable reform must come from the legislature. To paraphrase Madison in Federalist 51, legislative ambition must counteract judicial ambition. Yet regrettably, most debates about judicial reform get bogged down in politics. When there's a Republican president, Democrats love the universal injunction. When there's a Democratic president, Republicans love the universal injunction. It's predictable. Proposals that help only one side of the aisle have a slim chance of enactment. The federal courts cannot be reformed through unilateral disarmament. Any reform must be bilateral. I published an article called Bilateral Judicial Reform in the Texas A&M Journal of Law and Civil Governance. This was in 2024, before the election. And I got 10 ideas to fix the courts that might appeal to people on both sides of this aisle.